Did you always believe you can come back in this game, or maybe this is not our day?
I said in the break, it's only one goal, one opportunity, one shot, we really can do it, and we did it.
So welcome, Olli. It's nice, it's a pleasure to have you here. It's only 3 days since the great cup title. So thank you for coming. I guess you have been really busy the last 3 days, celebrating, resting a bit. So we really appreciate that you tried this new format with us. We were thinking about this format because we had the feeling that you left quite an impact here in Chemnitz and that people might be interested in your story, in your background a bit more. So yeah, we just tried this format today. Olli, how are you after the last weekend?
First of all, thanks. And it was such an unbelievable weekend. We made a history. It was such a big pleasure to be a part of this team. And yeah, crazy that we won the first cup, me personally, and also the club. It feels so good to make a history, especially for this club, what means so much for me and all the players and all the people around the club.
On Sunday after the game, I asked you guys what's coming next. So what kind of party, what kind of evening did you have in Berlin?
Yeah, immediately after the game we went to eat something together as a team. Then grabbed some few beers and had fun. Then during the night had more of fun, went to the club and had a really nice night. And on a Monday came back here to Chemnitz.
Did you go there with the whole team, or some people went back to Chemnitz?
Some people left here to Chemnitz because other reasons, work and dogs and stuff like that, but we were there 8 guys or something, so enough for having fun.
And on Monday it was easy to drive back to Chemnitz, or everybody was a little bit out, so to say?
Yeah, a little bit out, or even so much out. We came here with the bus, it was easy, just lay on a bus, and luckily no one of us didn't have to drive here.
Mm-hmm. You already said it, you have been quite amazed by winning the first title for this club. What were your expectations before this weekend? Because you knew that you will play against Leipzig, and 4 weeks ago we played the bronze game against Leipzig. It didn't look that good, actually, but in the season we could beat them. And then you also knew that there is Hamburg. Hamburg played a pretty strong season. They developed a lot and played a very strong final series against Weissenfels. So with what kind of expectations did you drive to Berlin?
Like you said, two really strong teams. We knew that before the weekend that we will play against them. But I think the bronze game we lost it 11-6 or something. I think it was a game changer. We get ourselves more and more hungry because we lost the game, and then we had 3 weeks or something to prepare the biggest game of our life. And yeah, like I said, the bronze game was a game changer for that. We were so ready on a Saturday when the game started. We played really well.
Was this also the atmosphere in the team, the biggest game of our lives?
Yes, it was. Yeah, and we have so many guys who have never won nothing, especially we Finnish guys. Always when you play in Finland, in our level you play either going back or either going up on divisions, not playing titles. Mm-hmm. And now we really knew that if we won on a Saturday, on a Sunday we can make history. And it was really good motivator to say on a Saturday, and everybody can see that we were so ready.
I can just agree. Observing the match, it looked from the first second on that everybody is playing for something in their life. But then there was coming this last minute, this really crazy last minute, 23 seconds, and Leipzig scored 3 goals. And then I saw you guys after these 3 goals, and I thought to myself, okay, now it's kind of a mental breakdown. How can they ever make it in the overtime? What was your feeling when the game was over and it was 8-8?
I said in the break after the third period that guys, yeah, we conceded 3 goals really quick, but it's only 1 goal. It's 1 opportunity, 1 shot, or 1 trouble or something. It's only 1 goal, and everybody knows that we can do it. We really can do it, and we did it.
And what was your feeling after you did it?
Hard to say in words, but really once in a lifetime situation.
Mm-hmm. And then there was coming the match against Hamburg, and it started pretty opposite compared to the Leipzig game. In the beginning, it was quite difficult for you getting into the game, and Hamburg seemed really strong, also physically, mentally. Did you always believe that you can come back in this game, or was there some point where you thought, okay, maybe this is not our day?
Like I said before, Hamburg is really strong team. They are playing really clever, to say, really clever floorball. And after 2 periods, yeah, the game was 3-2 for them, but our line didn't doing well in the first 40 minutes. So then I honestly had the feeling that if we can't develop our line in a game, it's over. But for the 3rd period came really different. Our line, we played our own game. We played really well. And yeah, like you know, floorball is game of the momentum. If you get in the momentum, you can do whatever. And in a few first minutes in the 3rd period, we scored 3 goals in a row in 3 shifts in a row. Then they took time out and it get more 50-50. But then if you score 3 goals in 3 minutes, you really can understand by yourself that you can do whatever if you really trust it. And we really trusted ourselves, and it happened that everybody really gave their best in the last period. And yeah, honestly, I want to say that we really wanted more to win. We can see that it was the first opportunity even to win the title, and we won the first title, and we can see that.
And after this game, everybody has been really happy, but also really emotional. Do you have any idea why everyone in the team has been so emotional?
I think the reason is that it was the first title ever, like I said, for our Finnish guys and for the whole team and for the whole club. So I think the reason is that it was the first one ever.
How many times did you watch the videos afterwards and the pictures?
I watched the game completely 8 times again, and all the pictures all the time in a day.
Yeah, is it the main goal when you guys from Finland, as you said, you come from a lower league, then you go to the highest league in a different country. Before you came here, did you expect to yourself winning a title, or was it more that you planned to go to Germany to play in a high league and to go as far as possible?
For me, the reason to came here was, of course, new experience. I really like new experiences, get new friends, stuff like that. But also, like you said, go to the highest league and you get the possibility for winning the title. It's really good motivation or reason to come here.
And how about the Final Four event in general? As far as I got the information on Sunday, there were almost 2,200 people in the stadium. It's a new record for the Final Four. Could you soak up a little bit of this atmosphere? Could you enjoy this event a bit, or have you been focused all these 2 days?
Yeah, I really enjoyed. The atmosphere there was much more what I ever expected. Especially that we are in German, the floorball level here is not that good. What in the top 4, Finland, Sweden, Czech, Swiss. But the event was, like I said, much more what I expected. Everything was organized really well.
So you mean that made it quite easy for you to play and just enjoy and focus not too much on organizational things, but you could just go to the field and prepare yourself and just play.
Yeah, exactly like this. The floor there is so good. It's one of the best floorball fields where I ever played. And also, it's you as a player. If you go to the field, you feel really safety that people around here is here for you, and then you can just focus to the game. But at the same time, you can really enjoy.
So speaking a bit about the differences between floorball in Germany and Finland and other countries brings me to, let's say, to our next chapter. Olli Vikman as a person. In the beginning, I said you made quite an impact here in Chemnitz, so people might be interested in you as a person and your background. You're coming from Kotka, as I pronounce it right,
Yeah.
a small town in Finland. Tell us more about your background and your life before Floor Fighters in Finland.
Yeah, like you said, I come from Kotka. It's quite little city in South Finland, maybe 55,000 people or something. It's a really nice city, especially in the summers. It's the city where many people are traveling for a holiday for the summers. What I like in that city is it's really close. That people there are really close, and not everybody is friends, but almost like that. Yeah, I am born in 2002 in Kotka. I have grew up in a really close family. I have one little brother, then my parents, mom and dad, 2 cats. We don't live in a center of Kotka, we live more in a village because we have our family company in our own land there in a village. In our family company we are doing everything about from stones, but the main point is maybe dump stones, but also stairs and tables, everything from stones. And I'm working also there, also my little brother.
And is Kotka also the place where you started to play floorball?
Yes, it is. And my first floorball experience is I went with my dad to a local school to play floorball. It was not real trainings or real club, it's just few kids are playing floorball. And then immediately after these first trainings, I asked from my dad that is it possible to go in a real team trainings. I fall in love for floorball immediately after trainings. And then my uncle, he's the guy in our family who is into floorball, and he took me to my first real floorball trainings, and that's how everything started.
And how old have you been at that time when you started to play?
I was maybe 8 or 9.
And there you also met Nikki and Veinu?
I met Nikki here in the first real trainings, like I said, where I was. Nikki was also there. There were also 40 more kids, but that's the place where I met Nikki, first time ever. And from there to here, we have played with Nikki almost my whole career in the same line, even, but at least in the same team the whole career. Veinu was not there. I met later.
And how is this floorball in Kotka? How often do you train?
I think we trained 3 times in a week in a floorball field, and then some individual stuff out of there. Floorball in Kotka is not that big. I would say it's more like basketball city, like Chemnitz. But it's growing up in a good way at the moment. They have last 2 seasons they almost get up to the higher division, but didn't done it. So they play again in the fourth highest league on the next season. We have many good players near to Kotka, maybe not living in Kotka, but near to Kotka. And the goal is to get all the good guys together, play in Kotka, and then I think the club or the team can really go up to the higher divisions.
And besides floorball, what are you doing when not playing floorball in your free time?
Actually, I'm also playing football. Football was also my main sport when I was young. But then the floorball came, and I still, even though I played floorball, I played also football at the same time. And I'm still playing. My football club is playing 4th division, so it's maybe 6th highest division in Finland in football. And football it have been such a big thing in my life, also like floorball as well. And then other things what I do in my life is of course work in our home company, and then all the time what I have left in my life I try to spend it with my girlfriend as much as I can.
So that means before you came to Chemnitz, you played floorball and soccer, and at the weekends you had matches in floorball and also in football?
Yeah, exactly.
So basically you do sports every day?
Yeah, all the time.
And is that also the plan when you return to Finland, to continue with both?
I think now when I'm going back, I will not have a time for playing football. I think only floorball.
And at some point in your life, there came this plan to go abroad. How did you get in contact with floor fighters, and have you been in contact with other clubs as well?
Yeah, it was maybe 3rd of January in 2003. I was driving from New Year's party from North Finland to home to Kotka. And my former coach called me that what are your plans for the next season? And I said that maybe I continue playing here in a Kotka or some clubs near to Kotka. But my really big dream for me is to play abroad in some year. And he said to me that, okay, nice to hear that you will maybe continue here, but playing abroad to Switzerland or Germany would be possible even right now during the season to change in a winter break. And I said that, yeah, let's talk about after the season that what we will do. Then I slept one more night, and at the morning I had the feeling in my head that did he really say that it would be possible to go Germany or Switzerland right now? I called him back and he said that, oh, are you really serious? And I said, I'm really serious that what I should do. Then we made some emails and I made a floorball player CV. Then I sent it to here, Chemnitz, some other clubs in this league, Berlin, Bonn. I don't remember all of them, but yeah, stuff like that. Then I get the contact from Ilkka Kittilä, who is former coach of Weissenfeld's team in this league. I spoke with him and he said that one of the Chemnitz players got injured last week, that called them that maybe they can give you a place. Then I sent the message to Julian Ruger, who was the coach here last season. And it was maybe 5th of January. So 2 days after I started thinking to go up playing abroad. Then a few more days and I was here. So everything happened. So out of nowhere, few calls and few messages, and now I'm here.
So that means you had this dream and your coach confirmed to do it, maybe like during the season. And then you send emails randomly to some clubs in Germany waiting for an answer. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And then you got in contact with Ilkka Kittilä. And why didn't he ask you to come to Weissenfels?
I think because it was during the season they had their capacity for abroad players or foreigners already full.
So then you ended up in Chemnitz. What did you know about the German league, the German floorball and Germany before?
Nothing. It was completely new experience in sport-wise, life-wise, everything was, I knew nothing.
And how about your parents? You told your parents, hey, I got this email from Germany, I can go there next week. What was their reaction?
I told to them in the beginning when I really think it in myself, I didn't tell them. But then when it came more seriously, I had to tell them. And then, like I already said, that we are really close family and stuff like that. At the same time, they were crying, but in the other hand, they were supporting. And of course, do whatever you want, we will support you. Doesn't matter where you are.
And then you went to Chemnitz. You arrived here. What was your first impression? What were your feelings when you spent your first day here in Chemnitz?
I came here, I remember it was a Thursday and we had a game on Saturday. So there was only one day between the coming here and the first game. I remember that before the game I was so scared and whatever you can be. What I had 1,000 other feelings. I was so messed up. But the game, I remember that I scored a goal in the first game, but we lost the game 6-5 or something. And we also had it was Saturday, and on Sunday we had also game, and we lost also that. And then I thought that, am I on the right place, or what is happening now in my life? I have been here 4 days and lost 2 floorball games. What to do next? But then what you can do then is just trust yourself, do everything as best you can, and just trust yourself. Keep going.
And after your first days in Chemnitz, how would you have been described the differences between floorball in Finland and in Germany?
I think here in Germany, floorball is much more like, in Finland we call it Hawaii floorball. I mean, more coast to coast, much more fast, and like here it's much more individual. Players are doing much more individual stuff. In Finland, it's much more controlled game, really much more organized. Of course, the level here is going up so fast, and that's so nice. But I think here the main difference is that here the players are doing much more by themselves.
Mm-hmm. And in this first season you spent with us, what have been your highlights?
First highlight what came in my mind was the first playoff game at home. We played against MFVC Leipzig. It was best of 3 series in the first round of the playoffs. We won the first game at home, yeah, right. And then I thought that it was the craziest floorball game in my life. Then I thought that also that now I'm really in the right place where I should be. It was so nice.
And I guess you didn't imagine to spend another season in Germany at the beginning, but was this game also the game changer for you, where you found some motivation to come back, to return to Chemnitz and play one more season? Or when did you decide that?
Yeah, like you said, I thought that I go somewhere to play abroad, spend 1 season or something, and then it's over, back to home. But because it was only half a season, 2.5 months or something, and we lost the playoff series. But the game changer, what came to me was maybe the people here. I really like people here. Everybody is so kind for me and of course for each others, but I feel like if you come abroad, the people here are even more kind to me, kind to you when you are as a foreigner. And of course, because I saw that we really can play against the good teams, and if we complete well, we really can win something. So these two are the main points why I came here back again.
And when you returned to Finland, did you know already at that time that you will come back, or did you decide that during the summer and thinking about it?
Yeah, it took so much time. Maybe, let's say too much. Maybe I went to home maybe on the beginning of the March 2023, yeah. And my answer to hear back was ready. I don't remember exactly, but maybe in August or something. So I really think a lot in these 5 months that what is best to me, what is best to my family, what is best to my girlfriend. And I'm really glad that my girlfriend and the family gave me a second chance to reach my dreams.
And was it easy for you to convince your friends, Vainer and Nikki, to also join you for the second season?
Yeah, Nikki was, in the beginning, he said to me that, yeah, he will be in if I go, and even if I would stay in Finland, he will come to here. Because I said to him that this city and this club is so nice place to play floorball and live and everything. So Nicky was in really immediately when I said to him, but for Väinö it took a bit longer time, but in the end he also said that, yeah, why not? It's once in a lifetime experiences, and if it's really nice place to play and stuff like that, that of course he will come.
And now you have been living together with Nicky and Väinö in a flat, all three of you. Did that work out quite well, or did you get yourselves angry or on the nerves, so to say, after a couple of weeks?
It went really well. There were no troubles or no beefs or nothing. I thought that when we moved together that there will be some troubles. Of course, when you live with three guys, it's normal to get troubles, but I think we had zero troubles to say.
And what did you guys do together besides playing floorball here in Chemnitz?
And me and Nicky, we are doing this floorball trainings for kids 3 times in a week. Väinö was studying at the same time, so he focused his time for studying and even with the work, even for the work. But if we do something together, we went to maybe to the coffee place or eat something together, lunch, and also playing some video games together and stuff like that.
And who is the best video gamer in the flat?
I don't want to say, but I have to say that it's Väinö.
And who is second?
Me.
So that means Nicky is last.
Yeah.
Okay. And besides the video game and the trainings, did you experience a bit Chemnitz, or did you follow any other sports, for example?
I'm really big fan of ice hockey. I'm really following Finnish Hockey League and also National Hockey League in USA. If I can't sleep at the nights, I will always watch some hockey. And of course, if there was some floorball games before our trainings in afternoons, in normal days or something, I of course watch it. Every floorball game what I can.
And in the club you said you trained also some junior teams. Which teams did you train?
One of them is like, we call it basic trainings. It's floorball trainings where all the beginners can go if they want to try what is floorball or make their skills better. And the other 2 trainings are for the kids in the schools. We go to the school and make like kind of sports lesson to them. Usually we play floorball or football or whatever.
And how did that work out? I can just imagine 2 Finnish guys or 1 Finnish guy coming to a training with kids that maybe don't speak English. Was it easy for you?
Yeah, luckily every of the groups there is some guys who are speaking English. And of course Google Translator is some cases we have to use it, but it went well.
And then you played the second season in Chemnitz. You got a new head coach, Peter, and some new guys in the team. How was this second season for you?
This second season for me, first of all, the Peter, the coach, I really like him. He is the coach who is more using data and video analyzing and stuff like that. I really like his way to coach. Yeah, then we also get 3 more Finnish players. 2 of my friends, Väinö and Nicky, 1 from Helsinki, Robert. He's also a good guy and a really good friend for me. And then 2 guys from Czech. They are also really experienced players and really good at the floorball.
And with whom in the team, besides the Finnish guys, did you have the best relation?
One name I have to say it's Maximilian Schröder. I felt in my time here that he's kind of big brother for me. He always made a food for us the Finns before the games, and always if he needs something, just call to Max and he will do his best for us.
And are there any people in the club you spend some time with besides the team?
Yeah, there is so many people, but especially Rico, Oliver, Toby. These 3 guys they are really making you feeling really comfortable, and they, how to say that?
Did they also invite you to any German cultural things or any German events you could experience?
Yeah, they organized one Christmas event for us. In the last Christmas, we were at some other city. We went there with the bus and was in a Christmas market with the team and with the staff guys. Then we drove back with a nice road, and they showed us this is this and this and this and this is this place and this like that. And of course, one person who helped me a lot in this my Chemnitz time is Julian Ruger. First of all, he took me to the team, and then he helped as much he can, me personally.
And speaking about the second season, the games sometimes felt a little bit like a roller coaster. There were pretty good games and some games where we probably didn't achieve our goals. How was the second season for you, also in terms of achieving your goals?
I think our line where I'm playing with, there is me, Niki Väinö, and two German guys, Valentin and Kamil. We really like floorball, what is really fast and counters, and like I said already, that Hawaii floorball, it's really our style to play floorball. I know that it's not the best way to play floorball. It's not like you can score many goals, but you can also concede many goals. But luckily we have really two really good defenders, Nick and Kamil. They are really good in their job, and they almost they also defense our offensive guys' role. And then we three, me, Valentin and Väinö, we can put our focus for scoring goals, because we can trust them that they will defense our own goal, and they are defending it really well. And of course, I have to say that we have two really good goalies. Sadly, they are not in a national team, but in my opinion, they should get the chance in a German national team in some day. In my opinion, they are for real so good.
I remember there were some really nice games. The home game again against Leipzig that we won. Also the away game in Weißenfels was pretty close. Have there been also some downs during the season where you didn't meet your own expectations, or maybe your line didn't perform as you planned?
Yes, of course, there is some games where you are not playing that good. Yeah, me personally, I'm the floorball player who really sometimes can play really good floorball. But for example, in the next period at the same game, I'm completely different level, and I think that's a problem to our whole line, to how to like control that when we are playing good, when we are playing not that good. And I think that's some task what we can develop as a floorball players, that we should play on the same level in every game.
And then in the end, we got again to the playoffs. Last year we were out in the quarterfinals. What were your expectations in this season?
I knew that we will play against Holzbutgen. They have a few really good players. Not maybe as a team is not the strongest, but they have a few really good players. For example, Nils Hoffebert, he is so good player for this league. And I thought that it will be a really tough series. And it was. We won the first game at the Holzbutgen. Then the game number 2 was here in Chemnitz. They won it. Then the series were 1-1. And the third game, we knew that the third game will be the deciding game. We won it 6-5, if I remember correctly. So it was so tough and 50-50 series to say. But in the end, that I really felt that we were a better team.
And then was coming Weißenfels. What were your expectations in this round?
Everybody of us knew that they are kind of biggest team of the league, and they have dominated the league and won so many titles in last 20 or 30 years, and we knew that it will be not easy. It will be so hard. And it was. We lost the first game 8-1 at Weißenfels. But also, yeah, we lost the game, but we knew that now we had to get back to the flow and back to the focus, and there is more games coming. And the second game at home, we won 9-8 at the overtime, so we really came back to the series.
Was that special for you in any way, or was it just a victory that made the series equal? I'm asking because I don't know if people told you before that over the last 22 years, Chemnitz has won only one game against Weißenfels, and that was the second, basically.
Yeah, it felt really special. Also, the atmosphere at the gym there were so many people, I don't know how many, but so many. And it was quite similar like in the Final Four, that you can see that everybody is really focused and everybody really wants to win the game. And it happened, we won it. We did really good job. Especially Seine, my line mate, had a super day. But the whole team overall played so good game.
Mm-hmm. And in the end, we all know you lost the series. Nevertheless, you went one step further compared to last year. And also for yourself, you became the top scorer of this league. Did you expect that when you played your first games here in Germany, that you can go that far? And also, what does that mean to you?
No, I was not expecting that. I thought before the season that I could be in a top 20 or something. But then I think the main reason for that is I played in a really good line. My center Valentin, he's so good in a floorball. He's running a lot, and he really always gave his best. And then like I already said, our defenders, they are also super good. And also our defenders, Niki and Kamil, like I already said, that they are super good. And that means I don't have to be afraid that if we concede goal score, they are doing super good job. And then of course Seine, he won the goal scoring scoreboard thing. Mm-hmm. So he's really good at scoring. So then I'm like in between everything. Seine is the scorer. Other three guys are the guys who is doing the mostly the job of defending. Then I have the role that I can be between that, and I can really do what I want, so to say. And then that makes me feeling really comfortable on the field. And of course, when you play with 5 really good guys, it's not so easy to score, but easier that if you play with the worst ones. Mm-hmm. And I think we started the season really well. Even in the first game, we scored some goals. And then it somehow just started going well and well. And during the season, every game better and better. Then I had few super days, so to say. For example, Bonn, when I scored 9 points or something. And of course, there was also not that good games where I scored 0+2 or something, but I think the main reason for my scoring is that I played in really good line.
Did your friends and people in Finland observe this and followed your, let's say, your history in Germany?
Yeah, that's also, I have already said, and I always say that I play as good I can if I'm happy. And when I feel comfortable, I play good. And that's also one thing what I have to say thanks to my friends, that they were supporting me all the way here, watching my games, send a message to me that you made a good job. And when everybody around you is supporting you and stuff like that, then I feel comfortable, and then I play good.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of scoring, you mentioned that Seine scored a lot of goals also. Has there been some internal competition sometimes in your apartment that you discussed after the matches? Because I remember that Seine arrived to Chemnitz a little bit later, so he missed the first 3 or 4 games. Did he challenge you to get close to you in the scorer table?
Not that angry conversations, but of course, sometimes when he's the guy who wants to score in every case. And of course, sometimes when I'm completely free, I have a free net, and he has two opponents in front of him, and he still shoots. Of course, it makes me nervous sometimes, but I'm not the guy who is going to scream to him that what you are doing, pass to me. I'm just the guy who is saying that maybe you can pass to me next time or something like that. Just keep going, we will do it. So I would say there is not any angry, mad conversations, no.
So, and after game 4 in this series against Weissenfels, you dropped out, but then we already talked about the Final 4. You won the title in the end. What is coming next in this week? You are still staying here in Chemnitz. Do you have any plans with the team to still celebrate?
Yeah, on a Saturday we have these season-ending parties, and then now today is Wednesday, so 2 more days left for that. So I will party if I can. I'm getting sick at the moment, but if it's possible, I would party with the teammates, of course. And then I have one more of these school trainings left. I will go there with the kids and try to have as fun we can for the last time. And then on Monday I will fly to home.
And now you fly back next Monday, and then there's probably coming the season break and maybe a next chapter for you then. People here in Chemnitz, they have been crazy about you, shouting your name at the games, ordering your tricots, jerseys with number 91, not just in Chemnitz. So people are probably interested in what is coming next. For how many years Olli Vikman will stay in Chemnitz?
Sadly, I have to say for them that was my second and sadly the last season here in Chemnitz, at least in this part. I mean, 1.5 years in a long distance relationship, it has been so hard sometimes, and I'm so thankful to my girlfriend that she have gave me a chance for this, and also for my family. Living so far away from home, it's sometimes so hard for me and the family both. And now it will, in 1 week it will be over, and of course I'm so sad that I have to leave from here, because people here, like I said, is so awesome. But on the other hand, it's so nice to go back with the family.
So basically we will not see you on the field in Chemnitz next season, but do you will continue with floorball in Kotka then?
Yes, I will. I'm not sure yet where I will play on the next season, but maybe in Kotka, maybe Loviisa is city near to Kotka, maybe there, or Helsinki is also one option, maybe there. There's many options, so I don't know yet.
And now that you have won a title here in Germany and then also became the top scorer, are you maybe even more ambitious in floorball, in your floorball life for the next years? Or where do you put your focus in your life when you return to Finland?
First of all, I will put all the focus to the relationship. Of course, I have to work at the same time, but as much I can, I want to put effort and the focus for the relationship. And then time what I will have free, I will spend in some sports. And the floorball season will start on end of the August probably. So maybe in autumn I have to put the focus what I have to the floorball. But first of all, like I said, now all the focus for relationship and for the family.
And you just said it, next Monday you will leave Chemnitz. When you think about this day, what will be your feelings when you leave this city and this club?
Maybe at the same time so sad, but at the same time so happy, because like I said, relationship and family is two really big things in my life. But also this 1.5 years here was easily my best 1.5 years in my life. This city, these people here, my friends, my teammates, roommates, everybody. I'm so glad that I have this time here. And from all of this, I want to say thanks to Julian Ruger, who took me here first time and helped me a lot in the beginning, and gave me a chance to play here.
And is there anything you want to say to the people here in the club before you leave?
For everybody, I want to say huge thanks for having me and taking care of me these 1.5 years. It has been such a big pleasure to be here and play for this club. This club is much more than a floorball club. I have already said that this club is family, and that's something what you really feel when you play or live in Chemnitz. People here, everybody is so awesome and so kind for you, and it's just every day here I feel good. Of course, some days when I'm missing home and stuff like that, but it's so nice to feel that every day when you wake up you have people around who's liking you and who you can tell whatever you want, and it's so nice.
Thank you, Olli. It was a big pleasure having you this 1.5 season here in Chemnitz. I think you left quite a big impact, and an impact that not many players, not many foreign players left. So probably people here will still carry your jerseys with number 91. And of course, we are really happy to see you also in the future, maybe watching our games, meeting up in Finland or in Germany. All the best to you. Thanks for being here in Chemnitz and supporting our club.
Thank you so much. It was also such a big pleasure for me, and I'm really sure that I will be here someday again, watching your games and having time with friends here.
All right. Then see you, hopefully soon.